Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on GIMP, and in this video we are going to work with layers and how you can work and how we can use the different layers. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course GIMP is available if you want to learn GIMP. Starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. It is a reference course to perfectly master GIMP step by step. If you want to work with photo editing, if you want to work with photo montage, if you want to draw, or if you want to create, for example, graphic documents. In the second link on the description, this is a website link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So to see how to use the layers, I created a new image here, 1600 pixels by 1200 pixels. And at the same time, I selected 4 images here. The first thing that I'm going to do, it is to create a simple montage. So I will select my image here. I will just select this image, and I will go on edit. I will copy all the image here, and then I will go here and I will go on edit and paste all the image, just like that. I have also the possibility to only create a selection, so it means if I want only the ocean, I can create only a selection of the ocean here, and I will adjust a little bit here, and I will go on edit and copy. I will go on this area, edit and paste, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Automatically, a new layer will be created. The layer panel is located on the bottom right corner, layers. And a new layer is created on this area. These layers, I can click on the scale tools. And thanks to that, I can take this and scale proportionally my layers. I can, if it's too much, reduce a little bit and place my element just here and activate scale. So for example, I can place my layer here. When you copy and paste from another image, automatically you will generate a new layer in the layer panels. I will click here, I will create a selection of the sky, just this area, maybe just here. And I will go on edit and I will copy the selection. I will go here, edit and paste the selection, or Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. And I will use the scale tools to be able to move and to scale at the same times. And I will place around maybe here and I will activate scale. Now I will select this image. I would like to select the face of the woman. So how I can process? I can use the fuzzy selection tools, and with the fuzzy selection tools, I will go left click here to create a selection of outside with threshold value around 30, and then I will invert the selection. Invert the selection with this, or you can also go on the selection panel, invert or Ctrl+A. And I will go on edit, copy or Ctrl+C. I will go here, edit and paste, and or Ctrl+V. I will select the transform tools here, these scale tools, to be able to transform and to be able to change the position as well. And I will place here. And the last thing that I'm going to do, it is to select this image, and I will use one more time the fuzzy selection tools, and I will go left click outside with a threshold value around 30 as well, left click here, and I will complete with add to the current selection and left click on this area to be able to adjust a little bit my selection, maybe like this, maybe on this area as well, maybe here, oops. On this area is too much. I'm going to come back with the undo panels, and yes, let's just do something like this here. So after to do this work, I will invert the selections. So we'll click on invert the selection, and I will go on edit. I will copy the selection, and I will go here, edit and paste the selection or Ctrl+V. I will use the scale tools, and with the scale tools, I will adjust the position a little bit, place my flower maybe around this area, and click on scale. So we have our basic montage. So now let's take a look about the layers. First, you can adjust the layer here, or you can also have layer here. You can create a new layers, new layer group, duplicate layers, merge done, delete layers, and more options. First, you can rename a layer. To rename a layer, just double click and you can rename. This one is my background layer, so I can just stay like this. You need to deselect this tool or it's not going to work properly. This one I'm going to replace for example, ocean. This one, double click and I can change for road. This one, double click and I can change for woman. And this one, double click and I can change for flower. So we can rename the different layers. You can, on the left, have the view of a layer. So for example, you can deactivate the view of a layers, just like this, when you click here. You can also have the possibility when you click on this area to lock a layer, for example, the ocean layers. If I just click here, I can activate the log value, and you have different type of options like log pixels, position and size, visibility, alpha channels. The position and size can be pretty convenient because if now I use, for example, the move tools, as you can see, I cannot move these layers anymore because I just lock the layer. And you have more options, but the most of the time you will lock the position and the size just here. I will come back with this select here. When you have a layers, you have the possibility on each layers to work with a blend mode, so it means the fusion mode here. For example, I have the woman layers. First, I will deselect all. I will click on this area. Yes, I will deselect all. So on each layer, you can change the blend mode. For example, I can define this one, or for example, I can define this one to create different effects with the layers below. And on each layers, you have also the opacity mode, and you can decrease or increase the opacity from 0 to 100% as well. Now, if you want to create a new layers, you click on plus here. And when you create a new layers, you can change the name of the layers and you can define the width and the height. By default, the width and the height have the same size as your original image when you create a document. If you want to fill with transparency, you can fill with transparency, but it can be foreground or background color as well. If I click on transparency, I can create a new layers here with nothing specific. And I would like to create a shape, for example, I will select the rectangle tools. I will create a rectangle on these new layers. Here I rename before for rectangle, but you can double click and rename as you want. And I can fill my selection with these tools, the bucket fill tools. So with the bucket fill tools, I will select, for example, foreground color fill. I will define a color like this red color, and then I will go left click here and I can fill. Then I will deselect with this, or I can click outside and I can deselect. As you can see, I created the rectangles directly on the new layers. But you can create different type of new layers. When you click on plus here, it can be filled with a foreground color, background color, so you can take a look about the colors that you have here. You can also double click, and if you want, you can change the color, and you can create a new layers with one of these color as well. For example, if I switch for foreground color, I can create a new layers just like this. You need also to understand the position of the layers because here, for example, if I double click and I rename for maybe shape, I'm going to rename for shape, the layer on the top will be on the foreground and the layer on the bottom will be on the background. So for example, if I want to change the position of this layer, you can use the arrow here, or you can just dragging and moving. And in this case, if I move from one step, I can see my rectangle. If I move from another one, I can see the flower. If I move from another one, I can see the woman. Here I can see the road. And here the road or the sky. I could rename for sky here. This one I think will be pretty better. And this is how you can work. So you can change the position, foreground, backgrounds, just like this. If you click here, you can also change the position using this one. So it's important to understand the position. So the element on the top is on the foreground, on the bottom is on the background step by step. To delete a layer, you can click on this area, delete selected layers. You can also go right click, and when you go right click, you can also delete a layers, as you can see. if I just want to remove the rectangle layers, I can also click here and remove the rectangle layers. Possibility also to duplicate the layers. For example, I have the flower layers, I can go right click here and I can duplicate the layers. And if I use my move tools, as you can see, I can move the layers. If I select the woman layers, you can also duplicate clicking here, duplicate layers, and as you can see, I can duplicate the layers also, and you will have a layers copy. So when you go right click, you have different type of options to create a new layer, new from visible, new layer groups, duplicate layers, merge down, delete layer. You have also more options, but here we are going to stop here. The aim was to see the basics of the layers. If you want to see more advanced features, everything will be in the training course in the link on the description. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description. The complete course GIMP is available. So if you want to learn GIMP, starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course, different hours of training content to perfectly master GIMP for photo editing, photo montage, graphic document creation, and if you want to draw as well, because you can do a lot of things with GIMP. Secondly, on the description, this is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can learn software, have basics of this software in these YouTube channels. And secondly, on the description, it is like an online school, so it means you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For the next video on this channel, see you. Ciao, ciao.